Okay, so to the rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Let's see. Favorite basketball player of all time?
Oh, Steve, I'm not ready for this. I am not ready for this.
I need it.
Okay, wait, ask it again.
Favorite basketball player of all time?
I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. This is too, okay, ask it one more time.
What's your favorite basketball player of all time?
Michael Jordan.
So it took you 3 times to realize you was gonna go with Mike.
Well, no, because, and let me say why. Because watching The Last Dance
Right.
has shifted my thoughts. Because, there's been all these stories about like who Michael Jordan was as a person and as a player and as a teammate and whatever the case may be. But I think watching The Last Dance really gave me more insight into like his mind, or what he wanted us to think about his mind from hearing his commentary. And so the whole debate, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Bron, like, I don't know, y'all.
Now, Mike was different, and that's no disrespect to Kobe. I personally think, Kobe is the closer from a mental standpoint.
Yeah.
He's closer. But Mike was just different on so many levels. Like, you hear so many players say, like, Mike was born to be that guy. Like, everybody can say they didn't know he was going to be that, but from what he did become, there was nobody else that was supposed to be that.
I think the best thing that I took away from The Last Dance, maybe not the best thing, but the funniest thing to me was every episode there would be something where he said, and then he stepped on my shoe, and so I had to drop 40. Like, oh, come on, Michael.
Sick in the head. Like,
no, really.
Tell stories to get motivated. Like, that's a different level of insanity. You got it.
Little thing.
You got it, bro. You good. I don't want nothing. Okay, let's see. I know your favorite sports team is, so favorite sports movie.
Ooh, Remember the Titans.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
that's a good one.
That is my movie.
That's a good one.
Anytime Remember the Titans is on, I will watch it. That is my stuff.
So what about the movie? What about the story makes it your favorite?
I think just Denzel is awesome. I just love Denzel Washington for one. But there are just so many moments in there where you're just like, ooh, like, yes, I want to run through a wall. Like when Denzel's like, and they'll remember the day that they played the Titans. Like, ooh, yes, come on, give it to me.
That's how I feel about Coach Carter. Like, Coach Carter, my favorite sports movie.
Now that's a great one.
I watched Coach Carter. Look to the baseline. Damn, they want some suicides, bro. Oh, my bad, Coach. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, but even like that speech, like, our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Is that we're beyond measure. Like, that was the first time I heard that quote. And especially, being a basketball player in that context, it's just like, you got so many kids that's not being taught that's not being treated like he treated them players. He treated them like his sons, but from a true place of love and wanting them to be bigger than basketball. And, to watch that when I was 10, 11, to see it that early for me was just very instrumental. But yeah. So okay, last
and the dance.
Yes. So favorite sports moment. That's the last rapid fire question. Your favorite sports moment. So like, whether that was seeing a specific team win a ring like that year, whatever run they had, or whether that's a certain game. What's your favorite sports moment?
Favorite sports moment. Honestly, it's actually super recent, and it's weird because I don't watch this sport ever. My favorite sports moment was when St. Louis won the Stanley Cup here, and I wasn't there. I was downtown, back home downtown, like in our ballpark village, like across the street from our from Busch Stadium, and all the TVs were on. Like, everybody was out. St. Louis is a baseball city still, but like the Blues are big, and the Blues, their thing is they'll go to the playoffs every year and lose in the first round every year, and you stop getting excited about it because it's like, bro, they're gonna get bounced like first round. But that was a special moment just because I love my city so much. And I think that night, just like being there around a whole bunch of people, like, and just everybody celebrating. And I think sports bring people together in such a unique way, because you have people from so many different backgrounds and so many different walks of life and so many different interests that you would probably never ever think you would have something in common with. But when that buzzer sounded and it was official that we had won the cup, like, it was a surreal feeling. And I wasn't old enough to be out when the Cardinals won their last World Series. So that's my first experience of like something that I love and something that I'm connected to, winning and being like a champion at something. So that was huge. And I was out with friends and just being downtown, and people are just running up and hugging each other, like putting people on their necks, yelling, like drink. It was just a very prideful moment for me. So I think even like the game was really good, but even just being in that atmosphere was really great.